people in government, people who can deal with complexity, who understand issues and can look at a myriad of possibilities instead of going, we're the good guys and they're the bad guys. End of conversation. That's Cro-Magnon crap that will get us in a lot of trouble as this stuff starts to advance. It's too dangerous to be, just kind of willy-nilly controlled by the Trumps of the world. Take more care in who you vote for. And Democrats, don't be afraid of complexity. And remember, red district purple, purple district blue. One job. That's it. Nothing else. Johnny Million, I love you. You're awesome. And you're a good guy. And I'm so getting you a figure 3 at some point. That's going to be my gift to you at some point, just so it bothers you, follows you around. Leave me alone. Clean up your room. Why are you such a slob? Miss Million already does this.
Quit it.
Yeah. Ow. Pinching your butt. You said you like this. Right. Anyways, love you, brother. Thank you, Chicago. And we'll see you guys next time.
Me too.
From the heart of Chicago, it's WCPT 820. Progressive Talk Radio, where facts matter and voices fight for change. WCPT 820.
This is Chicago's Progressive Talk, 820 AM, WCPT Willow Springs, and online at WCPT820.com, where facts matter.
Hey folks, it's Richard Chu, also known as Bad, the Black Asian dude. Yes, we're on the family meeting, but right now, you've probably heard about my new show, Choose Views, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on WCPT. Choose Views is about pragmatic, progressive conversation with a bit of smash mouth talk. Tune in 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday on WCPT, Progressive Talk.
The following program, The Family Meeting, is sponsored by Polaris Insurance Agency, and to the extent applicable, their guests. The views and opinions expressed therein do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Signal, LLC, or its management.
Hi, my name is Audra Wilson, and I'm the president and CEO of the Shriver Center on Poverty Law. You can visit us at www.povertylaw.org. Hey, cousins. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
I'm Michelle Peltier, and here's what we're following on the Family Meeting. Neighbors and alumni of St. Mark Roman Catholic Church and Parish in Humboldt Park, I hear an echo, is that me? Want to see the historical property saved for reuse and landmarked as its future remains uncertain. The church and rectory at 1048 North Campbell Avenue went up for sale over the summer by the Archdiocese of Chicago, prompting worries from neighbors and preservation groups that the 1890s era buildings could be demolished for expensive housing. The church and rectory have sat vacant since 2022, when the parish closed amid a restructuring from the Archdiocese. At the time, the sale included neighboring school Esmeralda Santiago Elementary, an Acero school that's set to be incorporated into Chicago Public Schools next year after the Acero Charter Network announced its closure. The school has since been removed from the sale after pushback from the community, lowering the property's original sale price from $6.7 million to $3.5 million. While the school being saved from the sale is a sigh of relief for Santiago parents, the worries about the future of St. Mark still weigh heavily. Barnes & Noble is set to open its 4th Chicago location in Hyde Park in the new year, a move which has created some frustrations and disappointment among independent booksellers in the neighborhood. The big box bookstore is set to open in late February at the Hyde Park Shopping Center, 1524 East 55th Street. The company will move into a portion of the former Treasure Island Foods building. The new location will offer an array of general interest and staff-curated books and media, as well as safe fare amid the chain's biggest expansion since the mid-2000s. But existing neighborhood booksellers and shop owners worry the chain's arrival will draw customers away from independent stores, exacerbating the struggles small shops already face in a declining economy. Courtney Bledsoe, owner of Call and Response Books, said in an interview, Hyde Park has an abundance of amazing independent bookstores here, and I feel as though we are definitely meeting the community's needs. We don't really need a large corporation such as Barnes & Noble coming in and trying to interrupt our flow. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Threads, TikTok, Spoutable, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook channels to view us live when we are on the air. You can also listen to a repeat of this show on Tuesdays on WARRradio.com, where North Carolina comes to listen. We'll be right back.
The Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the family meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
This is Melanie Martin Ware, Howard University alumni, class of 1990. I listen to the family meeting.
This is Gene Marlowe with PopulousPromovia.com. Populous Car Service, the people's choice. You're listening to Family Meeting.
Welcome to the galactical headquarters of the family meeting. It's family meeting time, y'all. I'm your boy E. Michelle, thank you so much for that news. Oh, that's right, my friend. Michelle had news today. Did you hear last week that Michelle didn't have news? There was no news.
I feel judgment.
Newsless. There was no news. Newsless is kind of a new word, huh? Yeah. Grab your phones, find us on social media, like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those places that you look and stalk people. Go there, will you? Did you list all those things again? Yeah, all the places Michelle said. Why do I try to do it here and you do it there already? I shouldn't do that.
I don't know why you do it.
I shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't.
It's just routine. It's just routine. You didn't tell them about the webpage, did you?
See, you don't listen to anything I
No,
say.
I don't. No, I don't.
That's the first thing that comes out of my mouth.
I'm not particularly interested in what you have to say. The website is tfmradioshow.com, tfmradioshow.com, archive broadcast, a music playlist, and a link to the live video right there, right now, tfmradioshow.com.
What if it's news?
Maybe.
You don't care about that either.
Breaking news. There is no news.
In the space shuttle cockpit controlling everything is Bobby Longstroke.
Hi, Devin.
I think he's doing a Christmas movie for us this year.
Oh,
yeah, he's doing a Christmas movie. Bobby Longstroke and Santa.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. I think his mother calls him Devin, though. Sure. You can become a patron of our broadcast for as little as $5 a month. Go to the website, tfmradioshow.com. Mash the button to become a patron. That's $5 a month, y'all. tfmradioshow.com. The lines fill quickly, and we do hope the phones work today. The number is 773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. Drunk-ass Adrian is here with us today.
Yay.
Yep.
What's up, partner?
Got them cranberry martinis.
Yes.
Okay, what's in those things, man? You know?
Cranberries.
Okay, very good. That just about narrows it down, doesn't it? Store-bought cranberries?
No. Stella will stab you with an ice pick.
That's kind of unfriendly. Okay. Yeah. How about that? So Adrian came in here today and asked me the proverbial question. What's that question again, man?
So what are we talking about today?
There you go. What you want to talk about, man? So there's a Netflix thing I watched this morning, right? Masaka. Have you seen these kids? Masaka kids?
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the documentary, but I know about those children. Yes.
Yeah, if you're on social media at all, you'll see little black kids dancing in their village, really kind of grooving, getting it in too. Have you seen this before? Seen it?
Oh, they're the cutest. They're so cute.
They've been on social media doing their thing, right?
Yeah.
I've seen them. Okay, yeah.
Masaka is the name of the town they live in and their village. Yep. These are the Masaka kids. They've traveled around the world now.
They saved the village too, right?
Saved the village to a large degree too. It's a really interesting, little piece on Netflix about them, and the kids who are formerly homeless, and they don't turn any kids away. And there are lots of homeless kids in Uganda. They do fantastic work with these kids, and they bring them joy through music and dancing. It's kind of crazy to watch. It's really, really crazy to watch, but I would encourage you guys to watch that. So we might as well hit it, right? Because I know people are itching to talk about it. These imbeciles, everybody's an imbecile today. Yeah, okay, everybody's an imbecile today. They tried to release the Epstein files. And these people are so incredibly stupid that they couldn't even cover up correctly. Did you see this? Did you see what they did? They didn't redact everything they intended on redacting.
Yeah, they erase 16 pages off the website already?
Yeah, they've been deleting stuff now, and you can watch it happen in real time. It's like, oh, we missed that one.
Did we expect anything less?
They had one whole page that was completely redacted.
Yeah, did we expect anything less?
That's what strikes me about who we expect to advocate for our permanent interests. What did they expect to happen? Did they expect these people to comply?
So how long have you been asking the question? Not asking the question. How long have you been saying nobody's going to be held accountable?
I don't know. Years now, maybe? I don't know. They don't. What you're watching is an attempt to not hold white dudes accountable. It really is as simple as that.
Yeah.
The system it is not built to hold white dudes accountable.
Yeah.
And what they try to do, the white dudes, is they try to find a white dude that they can throw under the bus to protect themselves. In this case, it's Bill Clinton. Because whatever they released, they made sure that they didn't redact much or much of what Bill Clinton did, if all of it. I don't know.
And we knew that was going to happen.
I mean, we knew that. And so what I'm listening to are those people who wrote the law, who are asking for this, talking about preparing for a response. Why would you be preparing for a response after they did what you knew they were going to do?
Right. Because if we knew they were going to do it, they had to know, unless they're that oblivious. And
are they?
Exactly. I was going to say they can't be that oblivious, but then I stopped myself.
No, I think that that a lot of people are just still trying to apply logic to this illogical situation, right? Because the things I've been hearing, they're like, oh, well, can't believe that they did that, or can't believe that they put a whole redacted page up. I mean, and to me, it's like what you're saying. Why are they surprised? Why are we even having the conversation? Because we knew that it was going to be like this. Yeah. I'm surprised anything came out at all, to tell you the truth.
You know what? I don't even know if it's so much logic as it is trying to come to grips with the fairy tale, right? Yeah. About the shining light on the hill. Mm-hmm. This government and this country is so without flaw because which is wrong, is based on this Judeo-Christian foundation. It's not. Right, all of that stuff. And so for all this awful stuff to be coming out now about these people who are supposed to be these family values people and all this stuff, and it's just crashing all around them, and they are having a hard time dealing with the fairy tale. That's what I believe.
Okay, I'm tired of the monsters in the closet stuff that they do now, right? It's after we've been dealing with these people in this way for the better part of 10 years. Mm-hmm. If you still somehow think that they were going to be compliant, mm-hmm. you are the fool.
Yeah.
You are these people who are supposed to be responding to this non-compliance. Mm-hmm. They are the problem.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to know that this is getting ready to happen. Yeah. And you're supposed to have a prepared action to this. But they're working on it, they say.
Yeah. And they're constantly asking nicely for people to do what they're supposed to do. Constantly asking nicely.
with these people who you've
Yeah.
observed engaging in all
Yeah.
manner of.
Yeah. Who do all horrible and don't ask for anything. Matter of fact, their thing is, go ahead and do what I want later, and get forgiveness instead of permission. Because I'm gonna break the law, right? I'm gonna break the law. I'm gonna defy the Constitution. I'm gonna defy judges' orders. I'm gonna do all that stuff. But I'll worry about what happens to me later, which inevitably seems to be nothing.
I don't even think that I think that they're just doing whatever they want to. They don't care that there are supposed to be repercussions.
This is what I'm saying.
For them, going through the exercise of demanding the paperwork, they feel like they've done something by demanding the paperwork.
Yeah.
Because I heard one of them get on TV and say, "Well, let's have a hearing." What? Yeah. We should drag them in and have a hearing. Well, we saw how that went.
Right.
Because they lie then too. They don't care.
And think about what we're talking about here. We're talking about grown, nasty ass grown men messing around with little girls.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, let me tell you something. There's this old thing that people do, right? How much? If I gave you $10 million, would you slap your mother? You've seen this before, right? Right? And usually the funny answer is your mom will slap you if you don't slap her, right?
Right.
There might be a number where I'd slap my mother, but I can't think of a number where you could pay me to mess around with a little girl. It's that distasteful.
As it should be. It shouldn't even be up for discussion. I'm appalled and disgusted by all of it, and nobody talks about the victims enough.
These are horrible, horrible people. And the people that we expect to stand up for these young people, we're preparing a response. What? Really?
You just reminded me of an article I read a couple of weeks ago about there are and these are Republicans, and I think it's for a few states. I don't remember which ones. They are fighting to against legislation that is aimed at marrying or child marriages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they want to reduce the age.
Yeah, they want to
Age of
reduce
consent.
the age of consent to where grown men can now marry babies.
Several states are doing that.
Yes.
These are horrible, horrible people.
Yes. Why are we even why is anybody talking about how is that?
I heard someone on a call-in show, it might have been a podcast, where they were making just this point, how horrible these people are. And the caller said, well, tell me exactly what's wrong with having sexual relations with a 14-year-old. This dude on this call actually asked this question. You saw that too, right?
And he was very, very puffy about it. What's wrong with it? Why do you think it's wrong?
Yeah.
And the poor
There's no answer to that.
And the poor kid whose podcast he was on, he's like a real young kid. That one, he's like 22.
Yeah.
He said, I can't
You can't even
believe
answer
that
that.
I can't.
They're having this conversation. That question exists in that person's mind.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. The kind of conversations that we're having now are just so out of pocket and distasteful. All of it is.
These are such incredibly horrible people.
Yep.
Worthy of the worst possible outcomes in life, the worst possible illnesses and injuries that anybody can impose. They're worthy of that.
That's
Oh
how
my
I feel
God.
about it.
Oh my God.
Nothing's going to happen to him.
That's the confounding thing. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now, maybe if we get a new House and a new Senate, something might happen. But
No.
right now, while they're in charge, nothing's going to happen to any of them.
Okay, so you're
I mean,
giving
Kash Patel's still going to see his girlfriend in concert.
you're giving credit to the Democrats for what they've done, and I think so. This week, I think it was after the 2024 election, somebody stepped up and said, "We're going to put together a committee. We're going to do an X-ray, and figure out what happened. Why did we lose?
The autopsy thing.
The autopsy thing, right? Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
So they finally finished and said, "Well, we're not going to release it."
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
First, they said that we're not going to release it until after the November elections, and then they just said recently we're not going to release it at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are they hiding? What speculate for a second? What do you think that they're hiding?
Yeah.
That a woman can never win presidency of this country, and that we don't value women like we should in this country.
I wish I believed it was that innocuous. I think it's far more nefarious. I think it is far more telling on the kind of people that we've put our faith in to show some level of resistance to these really, really awful people. These people ain't worth a damn. These are the cats, something jump off and somebody jump on you, they run. They ain't coming in to help you.
Right.
Yeah, it's true.
Did you see that clip I sent you of that Republican? He was just like, the clip I sent you of the Republican, he was just like, we all, maybe everybody needs to go. Both Democrats and Republicans, the entire House, everything. Right. Maybe we just, he's like, and it was over the healthcare debate.
I think it was Chip Roy. Is that the guy?
Yeah, I can look it up. But yeah, it was over the healthcare debate, right? And everything going on with that. He's like, we've done nothing. Nobody's done anything. He's like, maybe we all need to go, left and right. We all should just be out of here and just start from scratch with a whole new House and Senate. And I'm like, there's an idea.
Yeah. Well, see, Michelle doesn't like that. She thinks this institutional knowledge thing is of value to somebody. Right?
I do.
These people,
I think it matters because
their institutional knowledge?
Not theirs.
Well, who's theirs?
Obviously not theirs. Well, the Democrats, obviously.
They're not worth a damn either. Yeah. I bet you a bunch of them are in the Epstein files.
You know, knowledge without action is useless.
It's true.
And you have people that are willing to take some action on what they know and what they would like to know. And I'd rather have them in office than these people that have all this institutional knowledge that won't do anything. I hear music and shit.
Who are 80 years old, incidentally.
Yeah.
Stop.
You stayed too long. There's nothing wrong with an 80-year-old being in there, but if you've been there 50 years, come on, man. Let somebody else have a turn.
Yep.
Don't start me on that ageism stuff either. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think is hiding in the DNC's autopsy of the election of 2024? What do you think they're hiding? The number is 773-763-9278.
Can I see you moving on the dance floor, baby? I wanna see you dance.
This is DeAndre Edwards, assistant coach of the West Inglewood Tigers. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9-LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck.
You better call Danielle.
Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI?
I think you better call Danielle.
Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony?
I think you better call Danielle.
Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm?
I think you better call Danielle.
When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home?
I think you better call Danielle.
That's right. You better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now. 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles.
Calling all valued members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, or AVMA. Your future retirement goals can be achieved. Introducing the AVMA Retirement Plan. Tailored to meet the distinct needs of veterinarians with streamlined administration and reduced burdens. Vets enjoy unrivaled benefits that include service provider oversight, knowledgeable expert investment guidance, and delegated fiduciary services. Veterinarians who use this plan can say goodbye to annual retirement plan audits and annual retirement plan tax reporting. Veterinarians, you can enjoy retirement your way with customizable plans to suit your practice's unique structure. From eligibility to vesting schedules and more, elevate your retirement journey with AVMA's specialized plan. Learn more by sending an email to polaris@polarisadvice.com. Secure your veterinary legacy starting today. Email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through LendStreet Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and MindStreet are not affiliated.
If you owe money to the IRS, they're turning on the heat this year. They're garnishing paychecks and seizing assets. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. Covington Tax Solutions will help you fight to get the best deal possible. Call Covington Tax Solutions now for a free consultation. Call 872-257-4631. Call 872-257-4631.
Covington Tax Solutions.
Oh,
yeah. Don't wanna be a player. I wanna be playing no ball.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Punisher, still got what you're looking for. Don't wanna be
From a thug.
I wanna be playing no ball.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
Still down below.
Hey, yo, I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm gone. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks, in-house beach, French count seats, 10,000 east, rent out lease. With an option to buy, copping a 5 of bands. So when I'm not, up in the sky.
This is Jackie Britt, manager of Fresh Start Daycare Center. My website is Fresh Start Daycare at Live. Welcome back to the family meeting.
773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. Drunk ass Adrian is here with us. His first name is Drunk. His middle name is Ass. So his birth certificate, for real.
No, it's not.
It is. His mama named him Drunk. Oh, he looks like a drunk. 773-763-9278.
I'm just sitting here.
This dude.
What? Come in here. You know you're going to get teased. You come in here.
You know what it is on my birth certificate?
This is Drunk?
Negro.
Mine too. This is Negro, yeah. His name is Negro.
Negro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on your birth certificate.
You seen his birth certificate?
It is.
What's on your birth certificate?
I don't know.
Red bones.
Yeah. Mulatto. They just call him mulatto.
No.
No, look at her.
No.
Look at her.
Or is she a Mississippi masala?
I'm gonna. If I didn't like this drink so much, pour it on you.
So these imbeciles, y'all remember the show with Don Knotts, the Apple Dumpling Gang, the movie?
Mm-hmm.
The cop that can't shoot straight. Mm-hmm. They're trying to run a cover up. And they can't even do that right. They can't even do that right. I saw a memo where they were talking about this, the orange imbecile approving of a 14-year-old girl that Epstein had brought to her. So you're going to watch these people run around making excuses for them because they're part of the process of not holding white dudes accountable. Mm-hmm. And but when you know this information, when you know they're not going to hold white dudes accountable, when you know this, let me back up and say it a different way. Now that you see this, and you may not be able to reconcile, you may not quite believe yet that that's a reality. How do you operate then if you know they're not going to hold white dudes accountable? We live that every day. We know to the extent we interact with some white dude, and we have a beef of some kind with them, the likelihood of us prevailing is nominal. Mm-hmm. So we have to comport ourselves a certain way. Mm-hmm. So now you're experiencing that. You, the society is experiencing that. Yeah. Where they just do not hold white dudes. The system does not hold white dudes accountable.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
And it's really easy for everybody to see it because social media moves at the speed of light.
Right.
It's just the minute it happens on the West Coast, it's on the East Coast and vice versa because somebody's got it on their feed instantly. Mm-hmm. There's no waiting for a newspaper to print it. There's no waiting for the, CBS to run it at night. It's instant, and it's by the millions because everybody's now is a journalist and a reporter, and I use those terms lightly, right? But it's like something that you never would have seen before is now instantly in your hand in minutes.
I do think that social media is the great equalizer, but in terms of your question, Eric, I don't I mean, it doesn't seem like enough people even care
that
they're not being held accountable for this awful, horrible behavior.
They do. So let me not say, I don't want to say that there's not enough people that care, whatever, but right now there's like this huge feud going on in the whole magosphere right now over this. No.
Yeah, I know.
That's going on right now because, they were fed that this guy was going to actually, clean this up because they told them that it was all the Democrats. But now that it's looking like, okay, it might be them, but it's also him and them that are protecting him. They're like, wait a minute. They're now a part of the deep state that they told us was undermining him. They are the deep state. They all the conspiracy theories that they had them voting for him for. They are now seeing that the spear was actually being pointed in the wrong direction in some of their minds now. And the other problem that they have is when you've trained people to believe in conspiracy theories and wild stories, you cannot evidence your way out of that with them. When they get something in their head, you cannot now tell them, no, you have to look at this and this and this, and it disproves that. I don't,
because they don't want to believe that.
Yeah,
because they're in a cult.
Well, I mean, it's not just that.
The thinking process has been to ignore evidence and just go on what they want to believe.
They want to believe this, but more than just this and just them, it's the shining light on a hill notion.
Yeah,
that the people who are otherwise fair-minded don't want to reconcile with. We're not.
Yeah,
this country's not a shining light on the hill.
Yeah,
it's a mass murderer.
Yeah.
And that's really the essence of the problem, because that infiltrates the people who we expect to resist this.
Mm-hmm.
They think, well, he wasn't held accountable this time, but he will eventually. They keep thinking it's going to happen, and it's not. The system doesn't do that.
Yeah,
I think back to the summer when especially Michelle was lamenting the fact that he was in court in New York. He was getting ready to go to jail. He's going to jail. You said that. He's going to jail.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Maybe that's when I lost hope. Because I have lost all hope with this whole charade. This is all just
it seems
crazy.
like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? When he was going to court every day.
I actually forgot about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only did he got out of that, he's back in the White House.
Yeah.
And then he pardoned all those people who went to the Capitol and committed crimes. And they let them loose to go commit more crimes. They're out there molesting children
Some
and
of them have.
harming people.
Most
and
of
all
them
kind
are
of
back
things.
in jail for other stuff.
Yeah. And his whole thing of going and bombing boats off the coast of Venezuela is supposed to be for drugs, when he's constantly pardoning people that have been selling drugs.
Doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't even make sense.
It's not supposed to.
Unless you're an imbecile.
It's not supposed
Then
to
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So our big problem is not these people who will not believe that he's a criminal. That's not our problem. It's the people that we expect to resist.
Yeah.
And so now they have decided to reflect on their behavior in some sort of an autopsy, whatever the hell they want to call it. And it appears that they see things that just make them look bad. They don't want anybody to know.
I'm sure part of it was in Kamala's book. What'd she say? Did you finish it?
Well, I haven't finished it. I got like a couple hours left, but she didn't talk about the autopsy. Her book is talking about her run up to the election.
Right, but some of how she was treated, I'm sure, is part of what is in the autopsy. Was what I'm saying.
That may be in the autopsy, but they won't release it, so I haven't seen it.
Right, but it was my understanding it wasn't just about her election as much as it was, why do we lose?
Yeah,
and they lose.
But did we really?
I'm not a we, and they lost. They lose regularly, and the worst part about it is they lose to imbeciles.
Yeah.
But did we really lose?
I don't know what you mean. I don't understand your question.
Well, she's referring to, it looks like, votes were flipped, and there was this, that, and the other that's been going on, and some of that probably did. But here's the thing: it shouldn't have even been close enough for flipping of votes in a few places here and there for that to matter.
Right.
It shouldn't have even been that close.
I agree
It should have been
100%.
an absolute total rejection of this imbecile this time around, especially after you got to see what he did on his first ride.
Agreed.
Right. They could flip a few votes and win. If it's that close, you still got a big problem.
Still got a big problem. Yep.
So what are they hiding? Is my big question. What is the DNC hiding from us?
You know, it could be that what they're hiding is "I told you so," and the fact they didn't listen to all of the things that led up to an "I told you so" moment, right? If they came out with something and people would be like, "Oh wow, yeah, we didn't know this," then that seems like it's groundbreaking, maybe something to learn from. But to have everything come out that everybody said was wrong, and for them to ignore it and still proceed with this strategy that they had for winning elections in whatever county or state and see it fall so flat, right? That's embarrassing. Especially when you were told, here's what you're doing wrong, and you ignored it and did it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, the likelihood of them winning, I don't want to say it that way. So, I want to make sure I say this the right way so that people don't misinterpret me. They're listening to the consultant class, right?
Yeah.
And I know any number of, this is where I need to be careful because I know some consultants that work for the DNC. We've had a couple of them here, at least one. And I don't necessarily believe that the consultants I know they're bad, their ideas are bad, but I know that they regularly, the ones I know, say that the DNC doesn't listen to them. And the ones I know are black, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in one bit. And that's what I'm saying. The "I told you so," right? That they wouldn't listen to, that led them up to the point where you actually say, "I told you so." You know, we're telling you now. It's a "I'm telling you now" moment. And if you don't listen, it's going to be "I told you so" later.
There is a difference between the two parties. There's definitely a difference. But the similarities are too vast. I think that's the problem because both rely heavily on the people who are the problem, the corporatists.
Yeah.
Both rely on them for their fiscal well-being in their campaigns and their political life. And so I don't know how you can be a person that supports unions and then take money from the companies that don't want unions.
Yeah. That do union busting.
Yeah. I mean, how do you do both? Who you really with?
Yeah.
And so the Democrats are they're problematic all the way around for me. And yeah, get rid of all of them. Get rid of all them clowns. I mean, yeah, some of the baby's gonna go out with the bathwater. I get that. But institutional knowledge be damned. This is not going to work. This is simply, you cannot lose to an imbecile or a group of imbeciles like that and consider yourself competent. You just can't do it as a collective, as a body. And I know everybody in the group ain't bad, but you're guilty by association. I got people running now who I know, and I've told them on any number of occasions, yeah, I'll give you some money, but I ain't give you no more if I don't hear something from you that leads me to believe that you're going to be contrary to what we know the DNC to be right now.
And what kind of response are you getting?
I'm not. And they ain't getting no more money.
Yeah.
Not that I'm the biggest donor or anything like that, but I'm like, it's a waste of money to give some of these people money. It's a waste of money to have, if Durbin was running again, that would have been a waste of money. Complete waste of money. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that. You know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's a waste of money. And they're pretty skilled at raising money, unfortunately, from the corporatists. Yeah. There's a guy on social media who rates politicians. You may or may not have seen him. And he does an X-ray into their sources of funds. And so now he's going through Democrats in Congress. And one after the other, he's giving them Fs.
Yeah.
Because of where they're receiving their money from.
Yeah.
You can't.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how we stop that, though. I don't know how we get money out of politics like it was before.
I don't want money out of politics. I want you to be true to the electorate that's supporting you.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do think there needs to be some transparency about where you get your money from.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Not hiding behind these PACs anymore. So you know who's throwing their money at candidates that are, not concerned with what your permanent interests are.
Right.
If I know you trying to get somebody in there that has, no concern for my well-being, I don't need to darken your door when I'm looking for products and services.
See how you did that? Darken your door. See how you did that? Very eloquent of him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of eloquent.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I won't darken your door. Miss me with that. I will not be darkening your door.
Why are you side-eyeing me? I'm not saying
I'm
anything.
saying it's eloquent. I was trying to give him a compliment.
You're egging him on by laughing.
I'm not.
Is eloquent a bad word here? What are we doing here?
It's a compliment. What's a compliment?
It's not going to darken your door. Your door won't be dark.
I don't need to go buy their stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I have to think about that next time I walk in the door. Is it darkened?
My darkening your door.
I ain't coming in there. No, I don't want to come in. He always gives us a gem or two, doesn't he?
Always. We love him so.
A drunk ass Adrian.
A pox on both your houses.
Come on now. Just give him food. Just feed him. Why don't you?
Okay, let's hit these phones, y'all. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
Hi, I'm Chris Boulware, founder of itsashort.com. Keep listening to the family meeting.
Operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Our team of seasoned professionals will guide you through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management, LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
Finding the right gift can be challenging, especially for your kids. Sure, you can get them video games, tablets, gift cards, whatever 6-7 is. Or you can give them the gift of confidence, respect, discipline, self-control. You can give them a gi under the tree. That's right, at Saga Martial Arts, we're providing our gi under the tree holiday package. A month of karate and a karate uniform for all new students for just a low price of $150. Your child will love unwrapping a karate uniform this Christmas, and you will love to see them starting their very own karate journey. Saga Martial Arts in Villa Park, Illinois. Call at 312-927-0184, or you can email it's karateinvillapark@gmail.com.
Itsashort.com, The website is itsashort.com, spelled ITSASHORT.com. We are the best designation on the internet for award-winning short film, video, and web series. Artists are from all over the world. They are award-winning from various festivals, but you can find us at info@itsashort.com, customer care at itsashort.com, and we'll get back to you straight away.
Here.
Yeah.
When your body gets on from masturbation, and it needs some love from fascination. What's that? Body heat. What's that? Body heat. When your body wants to do what you want it to, and you don't do it, so they know you're through. What's that? Body heat. What's that? Body heat. When you can't get your body free.
Hi, this is Dave Samber. I'm chef owner of PoloCafe.com. Welcome back to the family meeting.
773-763-9278. Michelle's here. Drunk ass Adrian is here. Baby girl is here.
Baby girl is here.
Baby girl is here. Hey, baby girl. Don't trip on nothing now. Easy now, killer.
Yeah,
baby girl. Let me tell y'all something. Prettiest little girl in the whole wide world.
She is.
How long have I been telling you that, little girl? Her whole life. She knows she's the prettiest little girl in the whole wide world.
She is. She is.
773-763-9278. See what I did with the screen there? I got the number on the bottom of the screen. See how that works?
Technology. Look
You
at
did
that.
You don't know nothing about me, girl.
That's called a Chiron.
You did that?
You give us another nugget, man?
He's a, see that on the bottom of the screen? You could have just said, look at the Chiron. How long you been in media?
It's a big ass word, Adrian, today. Big ass word, Adrian. 773-763-9278. Listen, I want to hear from you guys. 773-763-9278. What's in that report? What do you suppose is in that DNC autopsy that they don't want us to see? Can we safely assume that they've got something in there that they'd rather we didn't see? Wow. Is that safe to assume? Is there any other reason why they wouldn't share it with us?
I don't know if it's that they. I think it's what Adrian said. They don't want to be embarrassed by what's in there.
What could possibly be in there that would embarrass them?
That, going back to what Adrian said, that we've been telling them what they need to do and they haven't done it, and now it's in black and white that everybody else was right.
Give me an example of what that might be that we've told them to do and they didn't do.
I don't know. We still
That they could be embarrassed about.
We still talk about the 50-state strategy.
That, or actually, just
how you don't value women.
I don't know if they would have allowed that to be part of their conversation. Do you think that would have been?
It has to be part of the conversation.
No, I mean, if you're going out and conducting an autopsy, and I have no idea what that kind of autopsy looks like, who you're asking, who you're polling, how you're doing the analysis.
Well, and that's another problem, right? Where did they get their information? Who did they gather it from? Who was part of this whole
probably
process?
The same people to help them lose in the first damn place.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, that's speculative though. Who they went out and asked what was wrong. We don't know, but whoever they asked and got that from, whatever it is they looked at, they decided we don't want to share this.
I think if we demand it and just keep harping on it as a population, they might release it.
Yeah, but in many ways, they're the same as the people who are not releasing the Epstein
I was
files.
just about to say that. Keep harping on it like we're harping on the Epstein files.
Right. They'll release part of it, maybe the parts that make them look good. They won't give you the whole thing.
Right.
Because that's the kind of people they are.
Well, and
they're all that way.
It's allowed now.
What's allowed?
This kind of behavior is allowed now because it's happening, right? For the Democrats to just hold on to a report is not something I think that they would have done before.
Before what?
This crazy administration.
Before this administration, they wouldn't have done that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I buy
don't
that.
know.
I think they're the same people they've always been.
I don't think they're saying, well, they're not releasing the Epstein files. We're not going to release these. I don't think that's a calculation.
You know what I mean. All bad behavior is welcome, whatever it is.
George W. Bush was an idiot, and they lost to him. Nixon was a criminal, and they still elected Republicans. They still lost to them. The Republicans haven't demonstrated anything different than what Nixon did.
Yeah.
They haven't demonstrated any propensity to do anything different than what he did. And they still get elected. Democrats still lose to these people. So they're the same people they've always been. Plus they're 80 years old. So they were around then too.
Yeah. And at some point, because it was that time, they share some of those same beliefs.
Absolutely.
Of that time. They may not act on them as severely or as often, but they still hold some of that in their head.
That's the thing, that people still engage in the same behavior. They just learn that it's in bad taste to do it in the open now.
Do it in the open.
So they just hide it now.
Mm-hmm.
They still feel the same way.
Yeah.
I always ask a question. When did racism end? What day? What month? What year? Tell me what year it ended.
Right.
It's the same thing with these people. When did they change? The same people. They all got to go. Institutional knowledge be damned. They all got to go. And so watch. Look how they're treating this kid, David Hogg. I mean, it's a big tent, right? They keep saying it's a big tent, right?
Yep. But he ain't welcome.
But he ain't welcome in the big tent. It ain't big enough for him.
Right. Because he wants people primary that aren't doing their job.
No, he wants everybody primaried.
Because they're not doing their job.
Right. Right. Beat me to it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's his opinion. But then you can at least have the conversation and say, okay, you want them all gone. What's the litmus test for who stays and who goes?
Right.
And then we can work through that,
Right.
right? We can work through that. But at least we should be able to have the conversation of saying, if you can't prove you need to stay, you need to go.
Right. And if you think about it,
I want that.
As a basketball player, we always wanted to play against people that were better than us because it did what? It made you better.
Shows you where your weakness was.
Right. So if you're so good at this, if you're doing such a good job, you should be able to stand up to scrutiny. Right. They would rather kill the source of the scrutiny than deal with it.
Yep. That guy makes me go to my left all the time, knowing that's my weakness.
Right. So he can't play here no more. He can't play here no more.
He can't go here no more.
Right.
That way I don't have to work on getting better with my left.
Right. Can you go left?
No. Well, you think I gave that example? But you know what? I played against a bunch of people in the park on Sunday mornings. And when they figured out I couldn't go to my left,
go to a different playground, huh?
When I had to go to my left, I gave up the ball. So then I had more assists.
I hope he's listening now. You reminded me of a funny story. So there's a legendary basketball player went to Mendel. Remember Mendel Cap? You don't remember Mendel Catholic, do you? You remember Mendel, don't you?
Yeah.
Mike Hampton is his name. You remember that name at all?
Mm-mm.
He was legendary. He was a rim rocker. So Mike ended up at Howard. Transferred in from another school. Mike couldn't go left. Dr. J couldn't go left.
See
that?
I'm in great company.
Mike couldn't go left. So Mike's 6'5". Back then he was bigger than me, way bigger than me. But I'd sit on his left hand and he couldn't do nothing with me. I just sit on his left hand. On his right hand, I mean. He couldn't do nothing. And to this day, I hope he's listening. He might even call today. Because I always tease him, man. We'll make you go left. You keep talking. Make you go left.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, just watch how they treat David Hogg, this kid who's arguably could be useful in rallying voters to the DNC. He's got that kind of skill and ability to rally voters to the polls. They shun him because he asks questions. That should tell you everything right there.
I don't think that's why they shunned him. I think that the way David approached the situation was what made it challenging for everybody.
Too challenging for them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
these are people
that's a
running
problem.
Government.
That's a problem for me, that they can't handle a challenge from a 22-year-old?
About how some things got to be done, but then they want to get elected to run one of the most difficult, multifaceted institutions on the planet, and they don't like how he's approaching something. I don't. If that's their reason, that ain't a valid reason for me.
That disqualifies you if you can't handle a 25-year-old.
That could very well be their reason, but that's a disqualifier.
Is that a disqualifier for you?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, you like stupid. That's what you like.
It's
You
not,
like
no.
Michelle likes stupid.
No. It's not what I'm saying.
So now let's take it a step further. Not only did they not like the way he approached it, then they kind of did more than just shun him. Now they're putting him on the outs, making him to where he's not even a part of the apparatus to make him better.
It's a pariah now for them.
I know. That was wrong.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
So then what, Michelle?
I don't have an answer. I just feel like
Damn it, Michelle, we need an answer right now.
There has to be a better way for us to figure out how to work together. And that seems to be.
There she go with that kumbaya stuff.
Kumbaya.
Either of you right now.
I knew it was coming, man.
I had a basketball coach in high school.
Why can't we all just get along?
I had a basketball coach in high school, Mr. Pryor. And the way Mr. Pryor picked his teams, we all had tryouts. And then he'd put you on the end line and he would just point at you and say, you don't come back tomorrow. And you don't come back tomorrow. And you don't come. And you damn sure don't come back tomorrow. That's how he made cuts. And we manned up. I never got cut. So I didn't have to deal with it. So maybe I'm talking out of turn.
I would say so.
I wasn't the guy who had to go home to his mother and say, I got cut.
Yeah.
This way. Right.
Publicly humiliated.
Right. But, for the right kind of person, you spend the summer getting better so he don't do that to you again.
Yeah.
Sure.
You just don't get the coach fired.
Sure.
Right.
Which is what the DNC is doing. They're getting the coach fired. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You can't. How old is that boy anyway? 25 years old? He ain't got enough knowledge for anything.
Yeah.
But he rattles you to the point where you cast him off.
Yeah. And what happened to, the youth being the future of the party, of any party, right? You got to deal with them with the packaging they come in. And they're when they're young, the package is, I ain't listening to you old dudes.
Let you say something smart.
And ladies, I'm not,
It's a problem for me. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What you think is in that autopsy report? What is the DNC hiding from you? The number is 773-763-9278. Michelle's got news, y'all. Right? Yes, okay. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Robert Orr, keep listening to the Family Meeting.
To invest. Saving Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Saving Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Saving Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Saving Plan, empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
I know I can't afford to stop. Oh, I know that it's too soon to forget.
This is Miss Lady B, La Boricua. Now it's time for the Family Meeting News.
I'm Michelle Peltier, and here's what we're following on the Family Meeting. Federal transit authorities have rejected the CTA's revised safety plan, calling it materially deficient, as the Trump administration it reiterated its threat to withhold potentially millions in federal funding after reports of high crime rates on Chicago's bus and train lines. The Federal Transit Administration on Friday said it determined the CTA failed to comply with a special directive issued earlier this month that required the agency to implement immediate, measurable, and corrective actions aimed at reducing violent crime and addressing unsafe conditions. If the CTA fails to submit an acceptable plan within 90 days, feds plan to withhold as much as $50 million in funding from the transit agency. The CTA said in a statement it has received the FDA's response and will respond fully to the request within the allotted time frame to respond. Police department stats showed crimes throughout the CTA system are down 3% in 2025 compared to the same period last year. Governor J.B. Pritzker's office blasted the Chicago Bears' announcement that they are considering moving to Northwest Indiana, since state officials have declined to subsidize their plans to build a new stadium and entertainment district in Arlington Heights. Suggesting the Bears would move to Indiana is a startling slap in the face to all the beloved and loyal fans who have been rallying around the team during this strong season, according to a statement released by Governor Pritzker. Just 6 months ago, Chicago Bears CEO Kevin Warren told Mayor Brandon Johnson the team had to put their plan to build a futuristic domed lakefront stadium, domed on ice, and resurrected a proposal to move to Arlington Heights. But state officials have refused to approve a bill to freeze property tax assessments for designated mega projects like a future Bears stadium and allow tax bills to be set by local leaders. Please visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. You can subscribe and follow us on Fanbase, Threads, TikTok, Spoutable, Blue Sky, and Twitter. Also subscribe and follow our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook channels to view us live when we are on the air. You can also listen to a repeat of this show on Tuesdays on WARRradio.com, where North Carolina comes to listen. We'll be right back.
This is Chicago's Progressive Talk, 820 AM, WCPT Willow Springs, and online at WCPT820.com, where facts matter.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins. As you know, we've created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, tfmradioshow.com, and click the link.
Thinking about you for quite a while. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl.
Hello, this is Dr. John Artis from Health on Earth Wellness Centers. You can visit us at www.healthonearth.org, and welcome back to the Family Meeting.
I love that cut, man. I love the way Lord Finesse did that one.
It's nice.
Yeah. Notice I'm not playing any Christmas music this year. I ain't in the mood.
Did you play Christmas music last year?
I think I did. I have in the past.
I don't remember.
I ain't really in the mood. I'm in a fighting mood.
Yep. Okay. That's nothing.
How was that new?
I was gonna say that.
That's every Sunday.
Not every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll fight you every Sunday if you want me to, but I ain't. That's not why I don't hear no Christmas music now. And 773-763-9278. Let's hear from you. Let's try to see if we can speculate on what's in this report that they'll never, ever, ever release. Only way that you'll ever see part of it is if it leaks. They have no intentions of ever letting you see that stuff. And I just, I got a million things I think is in the report. First off, the first thing is you're stupid.
You think somebody just came out and said, y'all are stupid?
Yes.
What do you think the Democratic Party did wrong running up to this election? Y'all are stupid. You think that's in the report?
Imagine what would you say about the Chicago Bears if they lost 57-3 to Mount Carmel High School? What would you say about the Bears?
Well, you got to bring the Bears in there.
What would you say about them if they lost 57-3 to Mount Carmel High School? Good football program, by the way. What would you say about them?
Don't make me say it.
Right, they're stupid. What kind of crazy incompetence and stupidity you'd be calling for the coach to be fired? All number of things, wouldn't you?
Don't make me say it.
Okay, Michelle, then the Kansas City Chiefs.
Don't even do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not talking la 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 la.
Which is what the DNC did, right?
Right.
They put their fingers in their ears and went la 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 la. Not listening, can't hear you.
What would you say about that? Listen to these imbeciles. And yet we've had people who've gotten on our social media and have called here who support the stupidity that's going on. None of them compete intellectually with anybody. None of them. But you lose out on a job to them. Say you lost out on a job to one of these idiots. They hired one of them versus you. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead. What's wrong with me? Right? You say, what's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
That the fact that I lost to that idiot makes you say, what's wrong with me? So the autopsy, I presume, is an effort to ask that question of themselves. Is it fair for me to say that? Am I off track?
Yeah. And
right?
they probably didn't like the answer.
Didn't like the answer. I'm stupid. I had no idea I was this incredibly stupid.
I think that's what it is, ultimately. They're embarrassed by it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I agree.
Nobody got time for that. So
We
those
got
are the
lives
people
on the line right now.
You know what's sad is what's probably in there is things that would say you never should have done this, or you shouldn't have kept going with this, or done things the way you did. And their playbook is still to do what's in the autopsy because they don't know another path.
They want to keep doing what
They
they're
want
doing.
to keep doing.
Then
and
why,
the autopsy
why
said
do the
otherwise.
autopsy then? If they have no plans in changing, why do it?
Because they were hoping that the autopsy would reinforce what they were doing.
Well, that's not doing it in good faith then, is it?
That's why they're not releasing, because they're not good people.
Right.
They're just not good people. So if the leadership of the DNC, who goes around endorsing and funding candidates all over the country, who do you think they're funding? Idiots like them. And they chase away people like David Hogg. They chase away people like AOC. But see, I can do this because this is my team, and I don't like who's on the team. I want to trade some of these players away or cut some of them and get some new players. This is are you or aren't you who you with? This isn't one of those things.
Yeah. And you know, like it kind of bothers me sometimes when I'm listening to, this station or podcasts or whatever, and I hear people use these terms, their side, our side, whatever, right? It kind of, because I just don't like to hear that, because, and I understand why people say it, to make this clear delineation. But when you say my side, their side, whatever, you kind of mentally entrench yourself into what you say like is gang warfare, right? And I really don't want to claim any of it, as a side. I would rather much look at somebody's body of work rather than, what party they belong to. It's what I would rather be able to do. Like if like I've said before, if a Republican stepped forward and he checked all the boxes that I wanted them to check, it would be hard for me not to vote for them just because they were a Republican. Right. Now it might,
you're an intellectually curious person, a thinking person.
Yeah. Now I might have to think about if that's the only person there trying to fight for me and nobody else is it really gonna how much is it gonna benefit me to vote for them?
How effective
can they really be? Right. But if my choice is an imbecile, I got to go with ineffective over an imbecile.
Stabbed or shot.
Yeah, because I know what the imbecile is going to do and accomplish, as opposed to someone that they're ineffective not because of their inability or not because of their ability, but because of maybe what's in front of them.
So that begs the larger question that I ask all the time, which is, why does this career attract such distasteful people? Such unaccomplished, compromisable people?
Because you don't have to have a resume.
Well, that's true too.
You don't really have to have a resume.
But the good people among us, the most talented people among us, will not run for office. We can't honestly say that anybody, doesn't matter what political gang you belong to or support, we can't honestly say in good faith that we have the best and brightest among us in government.
From top to bottom, no. I think we do have some.
And they're ostracized.
Yeah. I think the ones that we would say are the best and brightest among us, they don't let them shine.
Right, they're ostracized.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, we know what you can bring, but that's not what we're trying to carry.
Right.
That's
all of that's a problem for me.
Yeah.
All of that's a problem.
Yeah.
So as usual, I refuse to get dragged into a political gang discussion. It ain't about which party I support. Damn the parties. I could care less.
Yeah,
which gang you belong to.
Yeah.
I care about my permanent interests only. It's just my permanent interests and whoever addresses them. If your boy, the orange imbecile, stood up and said that he's going to advocate for major reparations, hey man, let's talk about it. If I wouldn't go near him because Michelle said he stink like boo-boo.
It's not me saying it. Everybody says it.
Yeah, Michelle believes it. Boo-boo man.
Yes. Trifling.
Okay, why don't we do the phones, Michelle?
Okay, let's go with Verlon.
Oh my God. For the holidays, really?
Really? It wasn't what Eric said last week, Michelle. It was what you said last week. You said that I turned on you like this caller did that normally calls the daytime show. He said something about white power. Since the first day I've called this show 10 years ago, I've always said I was a conservative Republican. So I just want you to explain to me, how did I turn on you?
No idea what you're referring to, Verlon. I'm sorry. I don't. I have no recollection of it. I remember talking about Vincent. But I don't remember.
Said, I turned on you like the caller. You did, because you said my name. You said, like Verlon. He turned on us like the caller in the daytime that said he was cool. The next thing you know, he said white power. But it doesn't matter. I just wanted to see why you thought I turned, and I've never turned. I've always been who I am. Like Eric said to me years ago, he said, I'm conservative. Can't help me. Well, I don't need help because I'm just trying in my life. But anyway,
I know what he's talking about now. He misunderstood me.
Did we lose him?
I think so.
I don't know what happened there with the station. It was going in and out there.
Maybe he needs to call back.
The Republicans.
Oh, there he is.
Socialism, because too much of our country has been socialized. Healthcare has been socialized. Car companies have been socialized. The farmers have been socialized. So we got Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We got the Anti-Poverty Act. Too much of our country has been socialized, and now we're rejecting it. We want to go back to normal. We don't need government in every aspect of our lives. That's the problem that's going on right now.
All right, man.
Verlon, I remember what you were talking. I said that Vincent. I said that Vincent turned into you, not that you turned. Vincent turned into you, if that makes sense. Because he called on Tuesday, he was fine, and then on Wednesday, he was you. I just wanted to explain.
For what?
Because I wanted him to be clear about what I wasn't suggesting.
Okay, now we're done with that. No, we're done with that.
Okay. You want the other call?
Yeah, why not?
Matt.
I forgot why.
Hi, Matt.
Hi,
Matt.
Why is this thing doing this?
Hi. Hey, folks. How you doing?
Good.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So let me walk out of Verizon for a second, where I've been for 3 hours, but that's beside the point. Okay. Folks, let's see. Listen.
We keep losing their signal. I don't know why we're losing their signal. It's sitting right here open.
Got very, very, very tired of dealing with the same stuff every single week. So, are you talking, Eric, or can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
You were fading in and out.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got very tired of dealing with everything. But let's face it here. Rob Reiner was stabbed and murdered by his son. Numerous people were shot and killed in a hate crime on the beach. Donald Trump is still in office. Eric is still running this family meeting. What year is it? I mean, really, we seem to be stuck in this infinite loop of dreck that doesn't seem to want to end. So what I implore you guys to do, not just you guys on the show, but you guys as Chicago, and if you're listening in some other state, America, look for the small things in life that make you happy and latch onto those things, because this ride is not over yet. It could and probably will get a lot worse before it gets better. But I appreciate the family meeting for doing everything that it does every single week, day in, day out, and week in, week out, and year in, year out. So I'll leave you with that. And Verlon, you sound kind of tired, man. This must be weighing on you a lot. Maybe you should change your opinion. But that's just me. Much love. Bye.
That's okay. Let Matt get it in today. I don't know why this thing is tired of this now. What I don't know what he's talking about. Would somebody called you? What were you talking? You talking about we were on Rich's show when that happened?
Yeah, he's talking about something that happened when she was hosting another show, so he had to come in and correct the record or whatever.
That's her boyfriend. He got a thing for her.
And it must have made him mad because he didn't call in here trying to squeeze up next to you this time. Hey, Michelle. How you doing, Michelle?
Shut up.
You know I love to hear your voice on radio.
You upset him. You upset him quite a bit. Okay, yeah. Let's get Al.
Hi, Al.
Merry Christmas and all that stuff. Boy, we got a tough crowd here. I guess one question I was going to ask is, I've been listening to CPT and I had heard much about this Democratic report that was released, and when did it come out? On autopsy report.
So they apparently finished it at some point in the last before the last election, and they decided not to release it before November's election, and then they decided finally to not release it at all. And I have no idea why that is.
Okay. Well, that's nice. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Epstein files that got released and the fact that we are finding a lot of information in it and we are up against a monster right now. In that, like 6 months ago, but they were saying these files didn't exist. It was just 30 days ago that we had the Epstein File Transparency Act come in, and it's all been public outrage that has helped get this stuff through. And we have to remember the women out of the Epstein files that have come forward, and make sure that we keep moving forward with this. Man, the things that we're talking about that we are finding out are crazy. And
yeah, if I could just do one correction. It wasn't that there were no files. What they said is there was no list. Remember, it was reported that there was a list, like a client list. And so that existed at one point, and then all of a sudden it didn't. So it wasn't, you said that the files didn't exist. They didn't make the argument that the files didn't exist. They came back and said that there was no list of clients, which we know there probably is, whether it's official or unofficial. People know what happened, that people went to that island and did stuff.
I will look into that with my sources. But then the one other point I love to make is that, we are up against a monster right now. And this is a media monster that is manipulating people. And it is the ultra rich, and some of the people showed up in the Epstein estate files that were released, and we're finding more out about them. But these guys throw around money so simply to manipulate us and get us to all be infighting among ourselves and talking about everything that we have done wrong within the Democratic Party, and we have. But the Democratic Party is so much better than the other side right now. We have to be better at collaboration on everything. And wait, I'm missing one of my major points here. Sorry. Oh, we are so much better than them, but they are controlling our media, and that's what we got to be focusing on. There are so many people they're manipulating right now, and we have to understand that and be focusing a bit more on them, more on these international people like Elon Musk and Vladimir Putin going in and corrupting our social media, and that's just naming two of many. So that was my main point, and then I was going to talk a little bit. If you want to hear a little more, just like everything that is happening so great, even with what's going on, like with where we are in Chicago, like the first take with oh boy, I'm losing it.
Well, let me ask you a question, Al. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask.
And talking with Preckwinkle and all the work that we are doing in the city to bring down crime, all the work that Mayor Brandon is doing right now to bring down crime, and we're making progress. But we just got to stay ahead of these guys, because if you listen to any of this conservative trash, they're talking about how bad we are because we're not cooperating with ICE. Okay, sorry that I ran out a little bit there.
That's okay. Thanks, Al. We appreciate the call. I wanted to ask him about holding white dudes accountable, but maybe not, because we got to take a break. What's funny is I get people, they skip over that. They either skip over it or I get hate mail.
Well, you didn't make it one of your questions today.
I did.
Remember you had your series of questions?
Yeah. Maybe I should next year. This is, by the way, the last show of the year. Did I say this? I said it already?
No, you have not.
We'll be back until next month. Yeah, we're going. We're out of here, man. Ghost.
Until when?
Yes.
Sometime in January.
Towards the end of January, yes?
Yes, right. Whatever that day is.
Should kind of tell them.
Brother need a break.
Yeah. All right, y'all. 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the family meeting.
I was, yeah, it's a bad time to try, but maybe one, like the use thing, you can hear it twice, so I was wondering if.
Do you own a business in Illinois? Are you aware of the new retirement plan requirement that could impact your business? Listen up. This is crucial information you don't want to miss. If you're a business with at least 5 employees and have been operating for 2 years or more, Illinois law now mandates that you provide a retirement plan. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Polaris Wealth Management can be your professional partner in navigating this new landscape. We specialize in helping businesses just like yours establish affordable retirement plans that meet your needs and keep you compliant. You may avoid penalties as high as $500 per employee by acting now. Through the process step by step, making it easy for you to set up a 401k, a simple IRA, or another qualified retirement plan. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com for more information or shoot us an email at polaris@polarisadvice.com. We're here to help you provide your employees with the retirement benefits they deserve while safeguarding your business from potential fines. Don't let these changes catch you off guard. Contact Polaris Wealth Management today, and let's work together to build a better retirement future for your employees and your business. Visit polarisadvice.com or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Polaris Wealth Management LLC. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street are not affiliated.
Hi, this is Michelle from the Family Meeting, and let me tell you about the Villager Gift Boutique located at 2007 Ridge Road in downtown Homewood, Illinois. The Villager is your gift shop for unique, selected, high-quality gifts. The Villager's owner, Valerie, travels internationally to trade shows and fine art festivals to bring a variety of unique, high-quality items, including fine gifts, bath and body products, candles, jewelry, clothing, home accents, leather goods, stationery, gourmet goodies, and so much more. The customer experience is very inviting and ideal for helping you find the perfect gift, especially for those shoppers who are looking for that unique gift for those who are hard to shop for. Oh, and the gift wrapping is complimentary. Shop in person in Homewood, Illinois, or online at thevillagergiftshop.com. That's thevillagergiftshop.com.
Hey, this is Brittany Perry. Did you know there's a Black-owned footwear brand based here in Chicago? Perry Co. Shoes creates affordable luxury footwear and accessories for both men and women. Whether you're in a suit or out with friends, they provide pieces you can wear on a daily basis. Breaking barriers, inspiring style. Visit www.perrycoshoes.com to purchase a pair today. That's www.perrycoshoes.com.
Poetry, it's floetic, it's floetic, it's floetic, it's floetic, it's floetic, yeah. We're alright, I'm the host, and I'm alright. She's songstress, and she's alright. What? Let it know, yo. I say what's up with you? You feeling good? We feel it too. We're gonna mess now, sit with this groove. I step on one, you step on two. Now when we move, we're feeling the vibe, right? Said if we move, we're making a vibe, right? And if it's day or if it is night, we're feeling alright. So we be alright, alright. What? You let your body move, feeling it inside you, inside you. Let your body move. One more time, say you.
Hi, my name is Natasha Hunter McGregor, and I listen to the Family Meeting.
773-763-9278 is the number. 773-763-9278 is the number. What are you guys engaged in here? What's going on here?
We're talking about neck bones for Christmas.
Neck bones for Christmas.
Neck bone, yes.
That sounds like a movie. Doesn't it sound
Neck
like a
bones
movie?
for Christmas.
We can watch Uptown Saturday Night and neck bones for Christmas.
I
By the
love
way,
you, Stella.
I was talking about how the first time I had dinner with Stella and her mom, she had me over for dinner with her and her mom, and she had pasta with neck bones in it. And I hadn't had neck bones since I was like a kid or something. Yeah. Oh my Lord.
Wow.
You know how it's like meatballs and spaghetti or meatball and pasta or Italian sauce. Neck bones.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you.
Wow.
I was like, man, I thought I wasn't gonna never get married, but this is it. I was like, I done met my match. These neck bones got me straight up laid out.
Did you eat them with your hands?
Oh man. Of course. I had a napkin in front of my face and I was
sucking on the
so
bone,
they wouldn't,
all that.
so they wouldn't see me doing them like I did them at home.
How about that? That's
Neck
interesting.
bones.
That is really interesting.
Oh, listen. Oh,
I'm coming over.
and her own pasta sauce that she makes with the tomatoes from our garden, and does her own, has to grind her own sausage and stick them in the, in the
It's gonna be 17.
in the casings. It's ridiculous.
It's gonna be 17 instead of 16
That's ridiculous.
on Wednesday.
That's ridiculous.
You bringing her over with you?
I'm going. He didn't invite me.
Y'all having neck bones and pasta?
She about to crash. She about to crash it.
Y'all having neck bones and pasta for Christmas?
She does it every year.
Oh.
Shrimp, calamari, meatballs.
Make sure she don't bring no chitlins with her.
Oh no, I'll be at the front door with a shotgun with that.
For Turkey Day.
Yeah, man. She's over the top with it.
Yeah, so who's next?
Steve from Gold Coast.
Steve, what's up, man?
She's over the top with it.
Yeah, so who's next?
Steve from Gold Coast.
Steve, what's up, man?
She's over the top with it.
Yeah, so who's next?
Hello.
Steve from Gold Coast.
Steve, what's up, man?
Hello. Yes.
We got you.
The better quote would be, go ahead,
Yes,
say
who's
something
next?
about his mama.
Steve from Gold Coast.
Steve, what's up, man?
Hello. Yes. Yes.
We
The
got
quote would be, go ahead, say something about his mama from the sequel to Uptown Saturday Night. But anyway, so a couple of points. One, this notion that we're going to take a vote to not institute socialism in this country is kind of like taking a vote saying, we promise we're not going to give everybody unicorns in America. Well, the obvious thing being that nobody promised anybody unicorns anyway. We don't have socialism in America. The reason that you get a Social Security check if you qualify, because you don't just get it if you're 65, you had to have worked X amount of periods, quarters, and paid into the system. So that's not socialism. You paid into that. And Western Europe is much further to the left than we are, and there isn't a socialist country in Western Europe, not a one. Socialism is where the government owns the means of production. They produce the medications, they produce the food, they produce the cars, they produce everything, and then delve out the things that are produced by the society to the people. That's socialism. Socialism isn't where there are billionaires and millionaires, such as there are in Western Europe and in this country. So I'm not sure what he's talking about with regard to that claim. But
he don't know either.
No.
And with regard to this report that Democrats don't want to make made public, there have been other reports that have been done by people who do this for a living, and I've seen some of those, and it's not internal from the DNC. It's people who do this, again, for a living, researchers, and they ask Americans, why is it that you voted for Republicans versus Democrats in the last election in so many districts and for the highest office in the land? And the reason that the Democratic Party probably doesn't want to release this is because it sends a message to a lot of their base that would make them unhappy, because what it finds is that independent voters and moderate voters in America, and including many Democrats, were alienated by the administration's stance on immigration. They weren't terribly happy with the trans issue. That was a big one, despite the fact that it applied to very few people, very small number of people in this country who are trans or considering being trans, yet they managed to convince America that, every high school and junior high was going to have an Office of Transgender Affairs if you elected Kamala Harris president. That and other issues such as identity politics with regard to things like DEI and so forth. So not saying that these things were wrong on the part of the Democrats to have advocated for and supported and felt that it was the right thing to support. It's saying that the voters didn't feel that it was right, and it made the difference in terms of who they voted for or didn't vote for. And the question is then, how do you move forward? And Democrats, I don't think, want this out there because it's going to alienate a lot of their base. They need the Hispanic vote. They need African Americans to vote. That's a strong point of the party. And like I said, I mean, and even if you take those issues out of it, things like trans issues, again, I don't think that's the hill that the Democratic Party should die on. It can be an important issue, and we should advocate for the personhood of everybody. But if it's a question of saying we support trans rights, but we're going to lose every election because of it, and as a result of which possibly compromise holding on to this country as a constitutional republic, then I'm for deferring the trans issue. We will get to it when we can afford it, because politics is about the reality of what you can pass and what you can get through versus what it can cost you. And this was not the election to make certain stands, because this man who is in the White House currently isn't Mitt Romney, where in 4 to 8 years, you just move on, because Mitt Romney, though I don't like his policies, I don't think would be the end of America. But Donald Trump could be.
Well, Steve, when is the right time?
When is the right time? Well, the right time is when you're running against somebody who's not a Hitler-esque character.
Yeah,
so in other words, I want all of the things I was talking about, because I think that we can make progress on all of those fronts. But when the wrong character, a populist fascist, wants to be the president of the United States, maybe it's time to run to the middle, secure the White House, and then move on past this, past MAGA, past Donald Trump, and then we can get back to trying to make more progress, because that's what it is. Progress is incremental. It always has been. It doesn't happen. Rarely happens in terms of revolution.
Yeah, but you've effectively said never.
Never. No, I didn't say never, because on so many fronts we have made.
No, effectively though, you have though. Effectively, you said never.
20 years ago, Eric, 20 years ago, nobody would have gotten anywhere advocating for the trans issue. And 30 years ago, no one would have advocated for treating the gay community the same way as we treat everybody else. And the same thing with regard to immigration. I mean, 40 years ago, Democrats were the ones who were opposed to undocumented persons being here and were advocating for deportation, because Democrats were the party of working people, and the people who were competing against working people and driving down wages, according to Democrats and unions, were undocumented persons. So again, we've made a lot of progress on a lot of things, but like I said, we need to pick our battles. And I'm not trying to argue about whether or not we should do something or not. I'm talking about what's in this report and why Democrats don't want people to see it, because if they have to say, okay, we're going to backpedal on this, well, that means you've just alienated a big part of your voting base. So let's just leave it alone. Don't touch it. That's the reasoning behind it.
Okay. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Steve.
He effectively, as far as I'm concerned, said never. Because every election cycle, you can say, well, this is not the guy. It's always been the case. This is not the time.
So here, you can argue that. My thought on it was this. How much of it was not so much that this was the hill that Democrats wanted to die on because it was an issue that was, so much more important than the typical or common kitchen table, issues. How much of this was Republican strategy to always push like that's what the Democrats cared about more than anything else? And anytime you talk to them or about them, you make them always defend trans issues, right? Because if you listen to Steve saying, we can wait on this. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this so much because these other issues. But if you have the other person saying, no, I'm going to force you to talk about these all the time because I know you won't say, we're not concerned with this right now because we've got so many other things.
Then you've offended the trans issue.
That's right.
You've offended them anyway.
Right. So since you don't say, hey, listen, that's important, but that's not what we're running on. Now you are constantly defending trans people, gay rights, whatever. And now you've got this whole other group of people, the evangelicals and the phony Christians, saying this is why I won't vote for a Democrat.
Yeah, it's just easier to stand for something.
It is.
Everything you stand for, say it.
I understand, but so Democrats are saying, well, we stand for trans rights and all this stuff, but
and don't apologize for it.
But here's the other thing, though. That's what Republicans were making the conversation about constantly. Is that issue, like that was their only issue and nothing else was.
Well, and I think that to the extent that Democrats tend to backpedal, when pushed, then you end up offending the trans community and you lose the vote anyway.
Yeah, you could just be like, look, we support their rights like we support everybody else's rights. Period, paragraph. Now let's talk about what affects them like what affects everybody else. Because they are people, right? So they have issues about feeding their families and employment and this, all these other things, health insurance, just like everybody else. They just happen, right, to, have where
there's always been a marginalized group that's been harmed like that.
Yeah. So,
and politicians have been forced to address how we deal with them in the country. And they back away too often and they grab too many too often.
And so they just have some concerns particular to their community,
So
like every group does.
While we're supporting the trans people, you're supporting Klansmen.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that.
Right.
But Dems don't do that, though.
Right.
Because they all need to go.
She's not pushing back on that
she's
now.
not,
You might have
she's-
made some headway. She's not pushing back on it now.
There's no
Or
need.
she's just throwing her
There's
hands
just
up.
no need. Yeah.
She's part of the problem, see.
Of course I am. Sure.
She's part of the problem. See, look at her.
You're awfully quiet today.
I am, aren't I?
You are. Is that drink kicking in? Like
No.
She's like, you know what?
It's because we're dragging her gang a little bit. That's why.
That's why. I'm just tired of fighting with you about it.
That's what it looks like, man, when you're in that gang politics stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All of them need to go. She don't even like Bernie. At least Bernie stands for something.
You don't like Bernie?
Have you ever heard me say I do not like Bernie?
Yeah.
No.
Just right now.
You have never heard me
You
say
said,
that.
I do not like Bernie.
In addition
Right
to
now.
that,
You just said, I do not like Bernie right now.
Yeah, you said it before, too.
No, I have
We're
not.
gonna take
I have not.
We're going to
said-
take you out of
Roll tape.
context. Yeah, we're taking her out of context. You just said, I do not like Bernie.
All right, y'all. One last break before the end of the year. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
I said we're ready for change.
Those issues out of it. Issues out of it.
A 2016 study estimated that 13.1 million Americans were victims of identity theft last year. Fight back against your identity being stolen by signing up for Identity Guard. Identity Guard monitors your credit and identity information with alerts that can help you respond quickly if certain changes indicating fraudulent activity are detected, as well as help protect your computer from viruses, keylogging, and other serious threats. Plus, with Identity Guard's dynamic credit management resources and tools, you will have helpful information as you make better financial and credit decisions. Identity Guard includes $1 million identity theft insurance and lost wallet protection, and more if you ever do become a victim. Protect your ID for as little as $6 per month. Yes, that's only $6 per month by visiting lookaftermyid.com. That's lookaftermyid.com to securely sign up for Identity Guard today.
A single K plan is a 401k plan designed especially for business owners and immediate family, regardless if they are incorporated or not. Single Ks offer both employer and employee contributions, and in many cases have no setup fee or annual plan administrative charges. Single Ks are simple to administer with no government reporting required. Most importantly, this plan allows employees to access their savings via hardship withdrawals or loans. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com or call us about your business or organization's retirement retirement plan at 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polaris@polarisadvice.com. Polaris provides empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC. Investment advisor services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
Polaris is introducing a way for you to get empowering financial advice, save, and plan. If you are like a lot of people, you'd like to work with a financial planner, but don't know if you earn or have enough to invest. Save and Plan will allow us to work with nearly anyone from young professionals to retirees looking to travel the world. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up, Polaris gives you a customized financial plan, a real person to speak with, and information to help you make good financial decisions. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com. Call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone. Securities, insurance, and advisory services offered through FSC Securities Corporation. Member FINRA, SIPC. Insurance services offered through Polaris Insurance Agency, Inc., which is not affiliated with FSC Securities Corporation.
Yo, Mac, I don't even understand how they didn't understand you in that very joint. Ghetto robotic, futuristic, George Jetson. Yeah, robotic, futuristic, George Jetson.
I bet you rise, come by fatter. I got the data, turn your body into antimatter. And just like a piece of sizzling, you'll fit inside my stomach with the eggs and grits between. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up, let's make this official. Everybody, let's agree that MCs need a tissue. The folks, my only issue. I bet your mama miss you, and I bet the Mac take off like an MX.
Hi, this is Tommy Nelson. Visit me at A Custom Cabinet Design, Facebook.com. Welcome back to the family meeting.
So it's been quite a year, guys. Quite the year, wouldn't you say?
It has.
Yes. What do you look for or hope for next year?
That the phoenix rises from the ashes, because it's all about to burn down.
What's he talking about?
You asked. I'm waiting for the phoenix to rise from the ashes, because it's all about to get burned down.
We're all getting ready to die.
It's about to be Ash Sunday every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Oh my God.
Rubble.
You know what? Let it come. Let it happen.
Rubble.
Let it all. Let's just burn it all down.
Well, that's what's happening.
Hot mess right now.
That's what's happening.
Little overly dramatic, don't you think?
No, it's bad. It is so bad. It is so bad out here.
And you know what? I'm watching these moves that the Democrats are making or not making, and I think they are just watching that the Republican Party just the snake eating its tail. I say this over and over and over. There is never enough hate in hate groups. There's never enough hate in hate groups. And so when you decide to run your existence and your life on, targeting and hating people, when the group that you have just hated out of existence doesn't exist anymore, you find somebody else to hate.
Yeah.
Right. And the pool of people that you hate gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And so you can frame this, into like a political kind of thing where we hate you for having these beliefs because you don't believe this way. Right. And then you get this subgroup. And now, there's people in here in this group that don't hate this enough. And they just get smaller and smaller until you got all these factions of hating on each other. And then they're all at war. That's why you get Taylor Greene leaving. You got this dude Fuentes, who he didn't like Charlie Kirk because he wasn't white supremacist enough. You had one white supremacist who hated another white supremacist because he wasn't white supremacist enough.
So this conclusion you describe, have you seen this happen before?
What, everything going away?
Yeah.
You could say that The Civil War.
What went away?
No. The fractioning and the infighting. The infighting.
Who was fighting?
The South and the North.
Well, I know about the war thing.
All right, right. Well, I'm just saying that was a fracture. That was a fracture because the people.
Yeah, but think about how that ended, though.
I know. I'm just saying. I
know, but you're talking about a story that ended horribly. They invited all the insurrectionists back in to run things. Is that what you're saying is going to happen now?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about why they fought in the first place.
Right. They fought, and then they agreed and kissed, and then they welcomed all the insurrectionists back in and excluded your black ass.
Right. They did. But that hate still hasn't stopped. And so it's leading right back up to, again, right? It was kind of suppressed. We're going to make some rules. We're going to do some things. We're going to try to pacify, but that hate has still always been there. And so it's just bubbling back up to the top now.
And then what happens when it bubbles up to the top?
Do you think that we couldn't have another civil war?
I'm asking you.
And that's my answer. Do you think we could not have another
They used to
civil
shooting
war?
at each other, so absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. And that's
then what?
And then that's what? And then they start all over again, because that's what they do.
So they get back together, they welcome all the insurrectionists back in, and then they exclude your black ass.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So,
right
as you were talking, I was thinking to myself, without jumping in on what you were saying, is it's always been this way. This ain't nothing new.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just talking about how hate ends up destroying itself, or not destroying itself, but how hate ends up becoming an infight among the people that started the hate. Because there's never enough hate for hateful people. And that's what you're seeing right now with all this.
So theirs is a
infighting.
culture of hate.
I would say so. They enshrine hate into laws.
They do.
From the Constitution and redlining and the black codes, they made laws to hate on people.
That's what they do.
That's what
Their
they
culture.
do. Yeah.
So there is no end to this.
Not in our lifetime.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's. If that's their culture, then their culture would have to change for it to ever end, wouldn't it? Or we just kill them all.
Sometimes cultures and civilizations die off. People go, what happened to them? They're gone. There's no evidence of their existence after this point. They're gone.
That's why I always try to say to people, this really ain't got nothing to do with us.
It doesn't. It does, but it doesn't.
I mean, for me, Michelle she thinks I'm evil for this, but it's hilarious to me to watch these people.
I'm so quiet about it now. I used to be very, very, really kind of vocal about it, in my social media and whatever. But I'm kind of quiet about it now, because I'm just like, oh, this is what's going on now. And now they're having these, and it's all over money. If you see this thing that's going on, so now they're darling,
It's more resources than money.
Yeah. Right. That darling who used to be, their black face for hating on black people, Candace Owen. She's in the middle of a storm with all of these,
which is so fascinating to me. That whole thing.
Woo! And none of them, and now she's got all this conspiracy theory stuff. But because they lived in this conspiracy theory industry, they have to live with it. She don't have to prove anything. She can just say, I have this and I have that, and never come forward with anything, like none of them do. Now you got Alex Jones talking about, we need to pray for her. Maybe her mind is not right. See what they're doing? They're doing to her now what all of them collectively used to do to other people that they wanted to destroy. Right? And so now she's got people thinking that Kirk's wife was in on the hit. And you got people saying she's tearing it all down. They all wanted to make money. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah, it is. I'm loving it. Funny. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And so now you just let all those ignorant people that, just loved all the conspiracy theories about everything.
Let them kill each other.
They're just cannibalizing each other. And it was all about money, the people grifting off the stupidity of others. And now the stupidity, because they didn't allow people to use critical thinking, is now destroying their whole empire. And I can't even stock up on enough popcorn for this.
include Democrats. They're getting ready to eat each other too now.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
This is why they're not doing anything, because they're just like, we don't really have to do that much work. Just let them do that. But it's just like you're wasting the opportunity.
They never do anything. Really.
I know.
Never really do anything.
Yeah.
A lot of platitudes.
Yeah.
Like your boy Raja is still running on fighting Trump. That's his whole campaign. He's got spokespeople getting on television.
Like he's
now.
running again or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, what he ought to be doing is standing on the floor and talking about the Justice Department and all the things that they're doing to shelter this dude from all his wrongdoings. And maybe, you know what I'm saying? If anything,
Everybody. Sheltering everybody.
Everybody. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah, but you don't get a lot of that from Democrats. You just don't get a lot of that.
I wonder what's in that autopsy.
Yeah, the autopsy and the Epstein files.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just a white dude thing either, by the way. They got pictures of Michael Jackson and Chris Tucker there. You see this?
I haven't.
Not that they engaged in illicit behavior, but they were there.
Well, where?
At this little island thing he had.
You sure?
That's where the pictures were.
The pictures were on the island or at a party?
So the picture of Michael Jackson was at his Florida home, but Chris Tucker was at the island.
You sure?
Michael Jackson was at his home because he
don't have Chris calling up here talking about you got a
Man!
lawsuit.
No, I'm not. They said it on the news. I didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Tucker at one point in his career was everywhere.
Yeah.
Hear him tell stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
I think there was a time when he decided to he kind of, I don't know if he got religion or whatever, or if he said he promised his mama he wasn't gonna cuss in his stand-up anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man,
he was
too bad.
doing clean comedy. I saw one of his stand-ups later, and he was in this all white suit and all this stuff, and he was doing, and I was just like, bruh, this is not the Chris Rock that we know.
Chris Tucker.
Tucker. Yes, not Chris Rock.
He's getting his black people mixed up. You see how he did that?
Because they all what?
No,
Look
they
alike.
don't.
They all look alike,
right on time. Yes. Chris Tucker.
So you saw that DT greenlit another Rush Hour movie, right?
How
he gets to do that?
How does
Apparently,
he greenlight? How does he
'cause
greenlight?
He said, "I want there to be another Rush Hour," and I guess
He ain't got nothing to do with that.
the
When did he say
powers
that?
that be said
He
this
got
was
nothing
like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah,
He ain't got nothing to do with that.
He might.
he said, and then the next thing you know, they're making a formal announcement.
Listen,
that they're having another
how
Rush
big was
Hour.
the drop? You saw the data number they gave, right? For the amount of data they have, right?
It's like a fraction of how much they have.
Well, but they gave a number of how much they have, a data number of how much they have.
Yeah.
Did you remember that number? It was in megabytes or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, probably gigabytes. Because when
Gigabytes.
you have video, pictures, it gets pretty big.
Yeah. So it was a sizable drop. And I can't believe that all of that is just stories without people.
Right.
Apparently, this was the place to hang out.
They
for
said
those
some
kind
of
people.
those pictures were of activity, of them doing things.
Yes.
They weren't just pictures of people at a party.
Because he apparently intended on collecting photos and video to blackmail people.
Yeah, and that's probably what did happen.
He was blackmailing
and why
people.
he got off on got such a sweetheart deal when he got convicted the first time and all that. Yeah.
The story of how he got wealthy. Have you seen this story as well? He basically just stole from people to get wealthy.
Well, they're all in
Well,
company.
you
equal
can
company,
when you have
huh?
compromising information on him, right?
Yeah. I mean, he was broke and all of a sudden he
And
had
people
millions of
still
dollars.
kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In for what is it? In for a
penny and
for a pound or something?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. See, we know. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Y'all some country ass man. What
No, bruv. No, bruv. That's just
So
from
he moved to London on us.
That's
Yeah, he
from
moved to
jolly old
London.
England, bruv. In for a penny, in for a pound. So now, did you see that Mr. Deputy Director of the FBI, Benino, is out? He's quitting. All that stuff came out. And that dude sat there on his podcast talking about all this Epstein stuff and all, and now he's gotten to see it. And he's like, I'm out. But he can't go back to his podcast now either, talking about this stuff.
Well, yeah, because he told everybody he was lying.
Yeah.
When he got this job, he told everybody he was lying on his show to make money.
Here's the sad part about it. It doesn't make a difference.
No, he could go back and they'll still listen to him.
Doesn't make a difference.
Yep.
They support child molesters.
Yep.
When's the last time somebody got the job as FBI deputy director and was gone in less than a year?
You got a deputy dog.
And
That's insane.
I don't know if Cash Patel is going to last the 4 years this dude is in.
He'll last as long as he wants to. They're not firing any of them.
Well, that's true too.
They're all the same.
That's true too.
Y'all make my kidney bone hurt.
Kidney bonitis?
Yeah. You might have to get me some cake or something to make that right.
Popcorn.
No, it's cake, man.
Just watch it all happen.
There's some cookies.
Apple pie
Some
does it too.
cookies.
Apple pie?
There's some
Cookies, yeah. Irie's bringing us cookies too. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful holiday season and all that stuff.
Yes, yes.
Smoke crack or whatever y'all do in that time frame. Hit that pipe.
That is not a recommendation.
Hit that pipe, man.
That is not a serious
We'll
recommendation.
be back in third or fourth week in January. Watch social media. You'll see when we're on. Thanks for hanging out with us and Happy New Year to everybody. Peace.
Take care, fam.
Take it slowly. Have it whole night. Right. Yeah. You can be my big daddy.
My mahogany dime, I spend quality time. Cute face, haircut, like the Halle design. Keep my dear laced up with fly getting makeup. But you should see her when she wake up. Never could we break up. Shop till you drop, cause the cream don't stop. Buy a bunch of outfits that's sexy and hot, so she could look good for FD. Overweight, love an MC. Rub you gently, you know the Steve, big CEO, sex OT. Mac game similar next to Goldie Flake. You might feel, man, creeping through your room late at night. It's hell, her water better stay, so get it right. You be like,
Guess what
hey,
you
it's
got?
big man, we all love to
Christmas,
like.
New Year's Eve,
Damn it. We have to. What we have to do is disabuse Michelle of her gang politics. We have to help you get through this.
You see, it's not a problem for me. It's a problem.
I know it's not a problem for you. It's never a problem for the crackhead when they smoke crack. I know this.
Uh-oh. This is the intervention episode.
They go around doing anything to get crack, and it ain't never a problem for them. I get that.
Yeah, but you all in my Kool-Aid though. It's my business the way I am.
That's what crackheads say. That's none of your business. You're in my Kool-Aid.
You are.
I got it under
'Cause
control.
What difference does it make to you that I claim a party and that I'm?
Because we got to hang around you.
I claim a party too because how I registered to vote. I'm a registered Democrat. I'll say that, but that does not, and I'm not saying it prevents you. That does not prevent me from being critical or levying criticisms at what I see wrong about what they're doing.
You're supposed to be critical of them.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do this. We are supposed to do that. We have to hold them accountable. But there are two parties. There are two fucking parties. Democrats
Yeah, I don't care about
and
that part.
Republicans. And so
There's more than two parties.
Well,
There's more
what
than two.
you know what I mean.
But when you say that though, you buy into the gang warfare. There's not two parties. There are several ineffective parties.
That's why they don't count. to
They
me.
do count.
That's why they don't count to me.
That's that gang warfare stuff. See?
It's not, but there's what I'm saying is you can pick a side, but that doesn't mean that you don't look at people who are on the other sides. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I'm
not two
saying that
sides,
the
though.
Democrats are in alignment with how I feel socially and politically.
So,
and
Go finish, please.
I'm
But it's
finished.
just go ahead,
I'm
finish.
finished.
Okay. No, I love Eric's analogy of, okay, let's say there are teams, and we know that we got to go out and go play this team, right? if I know my team has issues, am I concerned with what's over there before I fix what's wrong here? No.
I totally agree with that.
That's how I
don't
see it.
disagree with that at all. I thought the
Yeah.
the sports analogy thing about the team and
Yeah.
that he did last week, I thought that was great. I
Yeah.
don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
My issue isn't. I don't look. I'm just trying to deal with what I feel is reality, and there are parties that we pick one or the other, but it doesn't mean that you have to. I mean, when I was growing up, I've said this before, you could split the ticket. It wasn't a big deal. Just because you were a Democrat or Republican, it didn't mean you voted that same way straight down the line. And if we weren't so polarized, you could still probably do it today, but nobody does it anymore.
But you
because they're so completely different.
But you understand that they want you to believe. They actively both participate in making you and others believe there are only two parties.
I know.
That's part of how you make the calculus for how you choose who you're voting for, is by saying there's only two, and I got to vote, and I'm going to vote for one, but there's only two. Now, I agree. The other parties are ineffective.
Yeah.
They don't have much of a chance of winning.
Yeah.
But that's a false narrative that there's two parties, and both parties teach you that.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, logically, yes, it's false, but in reality, it's not, because what you just said, those
Logic ain't reality?
those other parties aren't realistic. They can't win. They're not effective. If they
you're
start building
presuming-
a party now, they're going to have to build it for years and years and years.
But you're presuming that I would, in my instance, align with another party. And I'm suggesting to you that we don't align with any party. Don't do it.
I don't care. I don't understand that whole premise at all. Why is it a problem to pick a side? Why is that a thing?
Because there's not two sides. There's only your permanent interests. And if you don't
that are embodied in two sides, two parties.
It's not two parties. It's more than two parties.
Okay, there's 6 or 7 parties, but as you said, there's only 2 that are effective. The others, you're wasting a vote.
You've skipped ahead to voting. I'm saying to you, if you pronounce that I'm not a part of either party, then if we all did that, then it forces both parties to construct their platform so that they earn your vote.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that, but I think that the body politic has to be responsible for making the politicians responsible. And we're not doing our part either.
And what kind of statement does it make when you say, I am not with y'all or them? Crossing my arms, sit back. Both of you motherfuckers, y'all work out a way to earn my vote.
I don't know. It would take all of us to have to do that. And I
Right,
don't know.
right.
I mean, when is that going to happen? And what do you do in the
Which
meantime?
is what they don't want you to do.
And
but
what do
they
you
don't
do
want-
in the meantime?
Well, Bernie's not the only independent that gets elected. He's the most visible. But if you go and you look at,
Yeah, but when Bernie wants to run for president, what does he do?
I'm getting ready to get to that because I have issue with that. So
Yes.
right. So because there are independents at different
Stay an
levels.
independent is what he should do.
No. So they're
He rides on the back of Democrats.
and that's where I'm going. So I do have an issue with how, if you're an independent, it's because you don't want to be a Republican or a Democrat, and that's fine. But then go build your own infrastructure like they have.
Why? Why do that?
What do you mean? Why do that?
Why not be an independent and say which one of you people are going to earn the right to have me join your
No,
party?
I'm talking about the end, and I'm talking about the infrastructure that they use, like their databases and their resources for putting on conventions and all this stuff. I'm talking about the infrastructure, right? Go build that stuff just like the RNC has their convention, the DNC has theirs. Independents should have those same kind of things to attract people who don't want to be a part of this or that. And I don't care if you call yourself independent or not. Like you're saying this because there's a Green Party, right?
Right.
I mean, sometimes they're nutters, but there's parties. I just think that you can't just show up, at the DNC wanting to take advantage of everything that the
Of
DNC
the
has built.
infrastructure of yeah.
I that's my problem with
Why can't they though?
That's just my problem with it. They can.
Why is it a problem?
Obviously they can, but
Why is it a problem?
because they're not Democrats.
Then you go back to the gang shit again. If you're an independent and you say, okay, Democrats have earned my vote,
Yeah.
I'm still independent.
Okay. They can do that. I don't have a problem with it, but you shouldn't be surprised if the DNC or the RNC doesn't want to give you the resources and infrastructure that they built
That's gang talk.
for you to be a part of.
That's gang talk, right?
Whatever it is, I'm just saying, as an independent, you can't say, well, you guys aren't playing fair, that you won't let me get on your stage and all this stuff at your convention just because I'm an independent. An independent can't be upset about that.
Those gangs don't have to let you on their stage. I agree with that.
Then that's
But
my
for all intents and purposes, though, the country is divided into thirds: Republican, Democrat, and independents.
Yeah.
Right? Although these independents aren't always necessarily characterized as independent.
Correct.
Some of them represent swing voters who move back and forth.
Yeah.
And others are straight up independents.
Yeah.
Right? So there is a body that exists of independents.
I agree. So
a lot of them though are people who are embarrassed by the party that they belong to, and
Okay,
they don't
but
want to admit it.
However they got there, they're independents.
Yeah. So that's just my
Kinda,
problem
sorta
with
is
them.
my point.
That's just don't be mad at these folks for not wanting to, help you with everything that they've done when, you're not running as a Democrat. Call it gang warfare, whatever. So the problem that I have is go and build your things so you don't have to rely on them. Just don't rely on them. You don't want to be them, so don't rely on them. Go do your own thing. So that's why I talk about the infrastructure, not their voters. Go take every one of them you can if you got a better message. But don't be mad when they are not making you a keynote speaker at their convention.
That's one of the tactics that I disagree with the two gangs, that they undermine any effort to do what you just described.
I do not disagree. But I can't fault them for that either. I can't fault them for that, because if I'm an independent, I'm not a registered Democrat. So essentially, I'm really trying to take votes away from your Democratic Party.
Right, which you would hope that the Democrats would go about the business of trying to earn the vote.
Yeah.
Versus ostracizing them.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Even if you don't try to win their vote, but to ostracize them is unusually aggressive.
Okay. So when you see these emails coming in and asking you for dollars to donate, it's either for the
damn emails.
I know we all are. It's either for the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. You don't really see that coming out for the independents.
Well, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
And what do those emails look like?
Same as the other ones.
And they say
$72 or whatever stupid shit they do.
to go to the independent party.
To support some cause, usually it's most recently I got one from Angus King about release of the Epstein files.
Okay, so I'm talking about on a broader scale, like the DNCC is always right, or the RNC. Those are major organizations send out emails looking for money. I can't say that I've ever seen like a
they don't
equivalent coming from the independents
No.
writ large to say our national convention of
That's
independents.
not your barometer, though, right? Because it's still the fact that a third of the country has gotten to independence.
That's not the single thing that I'm looking at, right? I'm just saying I don't see the same kind of infrastructure around independence that I
gangs
see.
engage in, right? You don't see the same gangs.
Whatever you want to call them. I'm just
saying you
I'm
don't
calling
see
them the
gangs
parties.
because you're accustomed to the gang activity. You're not accustomed to how they move.
I'm not accustomed to who moves.
How people who represent independence. I'm trying to remember the name of this party. Who supported Mamdani. I want to say it was the Working People's Party. Have you ever heard of this? And they've been pretty successful at backing candidates.
Are they a party or are they a PAC?
So they're a party, and they run people periodically. But they've been successful in taking the position that sometimes we'll run people, sometimes we'll support people.
Okay.
But there are parties.
They sound like a pack to me.
Well, I mean, to the extent that they raise money and the like. But I think if you looked at, and I hope I got the name right, the Working People's Party.
Yeah.
I think if you look at their platform, they represent a good majority of our permanent interests.
Yeah. And actually,
can they get traction? Probably not.
Are independents really a party?
No.
Right.
Does it need to be a party?
Maybe.
That's because the two parties have squeezed people out. And we participate in that.
Yeah, well, Eric, sometimes we have to work with what we got and figure out how to deal with it
That is
in
so
between.
90-year-old
In
bullshit.
between.
What are you
In
talking about?
between.
What?
So
in between what? How long we gotta wait?
If
I didn't say, I said we have to do things simultaneously.
Okay, but how
so
long before we
maybe
get
if they became a party,
They're
they
not gonna
could
become a
build
party.
the same
So if they-
kind of
if they become a gang.
Yes, if they became a gang, then maybe they could develop the same kind of powerful infrastructure where when elections came around, they wouldn't have to go to someone else's convention to try to put their ideas out. They could have their own national convention.
Let me tell you what I prefer versus all the gang infrastructure you're talking about. I would prefer a party that that lists or addresses a good deal of our permanent interests, that in turn advocates for or pushes candidates in the two gangs to work towards our permanent interests and then puts money behind them. It sounds like a pack, I know.
Yeah, like an organization that says, I don't care if they're Democratic or Republican or independent, these are the people that we think you should punch.
That advocate for our list of permanent interests. So then that doesn't require them to have a convention or send out emails or any of that stuff necessarily, as much as they are screening and advocating for candidates as they match up against our permanent interests.
I could get down with that. I'm fine with that.
That's what that party does.
Okay.
Now, I don't know that they've ever supported a Republican, at least in the current iteration of it.
Yeah.
But that's what it looks like to care about your permanent interests only, and not the damn gang.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense to me to do that. But if you go back and look at what has been happening and what's probably more likely to happen for the next few, cycles of elections, it's going to be, we have the two parties and the outsider that's the independent.
They said that 30 years ago.
And it's still happening.
Right. And so you said for the next couple of elections, it's going to go on forever until we kick this shit over. It's the Working Families Party.
Okay.
Should look them up. Advocate for unions. They actually have they played a big part in getting the mayor of New York elected. He's a Democrat, right? Was he an independent Democrat?
Mamdani.
Mamdani?
He's a Democrat.
Right.
He calls himself a socialist Democrat.
Yeah, Democratic Socialist.
Democratic Socialist.
So they got him elected. They made a major contribution to getting him elected. They gave him boots on the ground in New York. That's enough for you?
I'm not. I'm not very right.
What? You trying to say something there?
No.
Didn't sound like it.
I think that's a worthwhile effort. Take a look at the person and their policies and not their party. And that's who we're going to send money to.
Right.
That's who we're going to get boots on the ground and get their message out.
I think more importantly, though, you have to force them to address your permanent interests in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And bringing a pack of voters with you does that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's just saying.
I'm still thinking about neck bones. So.
Yeah. Well, Adrian's thinking about math. Aren't you? Algorithms.
Yeah. What's the number of neck bones I'm going to eat?
Right. Divided by 4.
Yes.
Y'all crazy, man. All right, Michelle, say bye to your friends.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye,
Happy
friends of the
holidays.
Are you going to start doing news soon or no?
I'm ready.
Start when?
I'm ready.
When?
Whenever.
What day? Tomorrow?
No,
Well, then you're not ready.
I'm ready. Not tomorrow.
What
After
what just
Christmas.
happened?
After Christmas.
Ready for what?
Christmas is next week and New
Ready
Year's.
for what? You ready to do what or not? ready?
News. We're gonna do news.
She's going to do news.
Oh, okay. You've been doing news.
Well, like a half-hour newscast
Where?
on our YouTube channel.
Oh,
It'll be on. I got it on Spotify and stuff too already. By the way,
Oh yeah.
so this is a new thing that you're just gonna
yeah,
do
she's
news?
the news lady.
Bless you.
Like just random times of the day, or how's it gonna work?
Don't know yet.
We'll drop at the same time every day.
Okay.
I'm the producer. See,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
I do this thing, right? I talked to Cheryl about that. She's going to get you on Spotify and Apple and all the other stuff too.
Oh, it's really happening?
Yeah, as soon as you say you're ready. I told her as soon as you say you're ready. But
See, he got you a
but
new
you're ready
gig.
right now, except not now. That's what you mean?
Why
Huh?
do I want to cause him bodily harm?
She said she's ready anytime, right? Except tomorrow.
Don't you love the way he just kind of drops stuff out of the air?
This is not new. What are you talking about? We talked about this.
We did talk about it, but we talked about it actually starting in December.
Right.
And it's the end of December now.
Right. It's still December though.
You know,
For
we
one more week.
No, we should talk about the pizza party.
You guys having a pizza party? You guys are having a pizza party?
No, he's talking about the pizza party that we didn't have this year.
That's your fault.
Hot button. Hot button.
That's your fault.
That is not my
Y'all
fault.
should be mad at Michelle for that.
Ooh, child. That is not my fault.
Whose fault is it?
Yours.
What did I do?
You didn't want to do it.
I'm so glad I could
told her
instigate
that you-
this fight.
I told you could organize.
You did not say that.
I did too.
You never
I
ever
did too. I
said
gotta
that.
roll the
Eric
tape for
Grant, yeah, you need to roll it because that is not
When
even
you gonna
close
say
to
when I'm
true.
right?
That's
There's
not
no way
even
I'm
true.
organizing the pizza party. There's no way I'm doing it.
Of course I would do it, but you wouldn't even pick a date.
I love it.
I told you to pick a date.
You are sitting up here lying.
I
And
love
you are
it.
Why would I
lying.
lie? Why would I lie about that?
Oh my God. Can we go now? I can't
love it.
believe you.
Why would I lie about that?
I don't know why. I don't know why you would lie.
Think of a reason I lied
I don't
about that.
know why. You're just lying.
Think of a reason I
You
lied.
are literally.
Talk about hitting buttons. Woo! Mission accomplished. All I need is an aircraft carrier behind me. Well,
You are an ass. You are an
what's the say? What's my safe word is pizza party. My safe word is pizza party.
Man. Oh my God. Oh, child.
Oh my God.
Is there any more drink in that?
Wow. Wow.
All the blood is in your face.
Oh, damn. You bleed in the face?
I can't stand you at all. Either one of you.
Wow.
Can we take these off now?
Say bye to your friend.
Bye, y'all. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
A lot of bass in her voice.
Bye, y'all.
A lot of bass in her voice.